Hello everybody, and welcome to the D-Pad. I'm Rick. This is Dragon Quest III. You might be able to tell from the tone of my voice that I'm a little bit not doing awesome on the feel amazing side, but I wanted to get back into Dragon Quest. I'm actually going to turn my volume down a teeny bit. There we go. Maybe that was too much. This is so finicky. I wanted to get back into this, and also this is going to be a pretty low tempo stream. I suspect that a large majority of this is going to be us sailing around, finding stuff on the world map, and if we are lucky, maybe we will go fight Baramos today. I've always said Baramos, but the game has been very insistent across all dialects of Baramos, so I'm going to try to stick with it. Our homeland is one that seems to be a little inconsistent, because I always thought it was Aliahan, but everyone has specifically said Han, as in hand. So we've got kind of Aliahan. I've heard both of those. I think Aliahan is the one that seems to be getting a little more play, but it's not such a big deal. Excuse me. Oh my god. But hello, Elksprit, Honker, Golux, hello. I don't want to dive into political stuff on here. It sucks that has happened. I don't want to dwell on it for this. This is more meant as a chance to escape a bit from all of that. So I want to leave that there. But I hear you. I do hear you. So the real thing we got to figure out is where are we headed first. And I think what I want to do, I want to cover these southern islands first. Just because they're smaller and they're a little closer right now. I guess we could get to the northern continents pretty quickly by just looping over the map. I'm sure that I've talked before about the amusing thing about square maps in particular in Dragon Quest games and other JRPGs, because the wrapping around top to bottom and left to right is not impossible as a geometric shape. It is impossible as a globe. You're getting some liberties in terms of geometry about being able to kind of go from one corner to the other really easily. But you could hypothetically have something that is rectangular that connects on the top and the bottom and the left and the right with a torus. It's basically a donut shape. The problem is, when your dimensions of height and width of the overall map get too similar, it does become impossible. I want to say the limit is essentially when... when the height, when one dimension is essentially each side, neither can be, they can't both be at least half the size of the other, if that makes sense. One side has to be at least twice as large, and I think that's correct. Could be mistaken. You get this weird fourth dimensional, this might not be exactly square, but it's certainly too square to like curl over that way and then curl around and not have it fold in on itself in a weird four-dimensional kind of way. You would need something like if you had a rectangle, you would wind up with if you imagine unfurling actually, I was going to give a bad example. I was going to say unfurling a Pringles can, except a Pringles can, if you unfold that, is basically also square. And if you tried to curl a Pringles can, if it was soft, it would not curl on itself without the insides touching. So I think we're going to go to the Australia zone first here. Now the problem is we are slow. We already checked this area when we started. I'm also not going to bother checking on glowing spots in the ocean. I might check glowing spots on land, but the stuff we get from them has been pretty low. That, however... that right there appears to be a secret spot, and I don't know if we've gotten that one so far. So, unfortunately, what do we do here? I guess what we do is we zoom. I can't use zoom right now. Oh, you fucker. Okay. Because I don't think I can just walk to that either, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that doesn't count as walking. So we're going to zoom. Excuse me. I'm going to do my best not to cough into the mic. Very square. Only off by a few pixels. Oh my. I wonder if it is not square in-game or if it is not square graphically. Oh, I meant to go outside of this. Like, not square as a map versus as a world, you know? I could see either one, or both of them, or neither of them, really. Hello, Earth Sunder. Hello, Razor Wolf. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Oh, hello. Thank you for the raid. I've already mentioned to folks before, apologies if I sound a little low energy. I've been sick over the weekend, but I just couldn't stay away. I gotta get me my Dragon quest. And also, we're gonna be doing some, like, low-intensity stuff tonight, so... Thank you. I'm mostly feeling better. At this point, it's like I'm a little low energy, and I have kind of a nagging cough. Also, my voice is a little bit lower and gravelier than normal. But I'm feeling a lot better than I did yesterday, and especially than I did on Sunday. Sunday was rough. Sunday, I slept most of the day. I just didn't have... Oh, it's not actually a secret spot. Oh, you little bastard. All that for nothing. Okay. Well, that's okay. We can still zoom back to here. In fact, actually, I'm just going to zoom directly to the Australian continent. I don't know that there's anything in between here and there. There seem to be very few, because I flew to Aliahan and back to save after the last one. It doesn't seem like there's very many secret spots that aren't at least moderately close to shore. So there are a few exceptions, but most of them are pretty clearly visible from the shoreline. So now I think if I wanted to, I could fly into the middle of this thing here. Will it let me? No. Oh, okay. They're not going to let me cheat the system. All right, fair enough. I'm just going to keep an eye out in case of any other... Nope. Yeah, no, I'm not doing too bad with this. If I do feel like I'm straining, I might kind of simmer down for a little bit. But I'm feeling pretty good. I also have... Ooh, Seeds of Defense. I also have some cough drops and stuff here, too. So, which I'm not having right now because I just finished having a quick snack. But there's a chance that I may wind up... Actually, is this a... No, okay. There's a chance I may need some later. Also, I saw the Dragon Warrior 4 in the NES comment. Hell yeah. I think... Oh, there's a secret spot right there. That's interesting. All right. Let's warp to Lanson then. Because that's at least reachable. Is there a closer one than that I could work with? Not really. All right. I do like Dragon Quest 4. I don't have a huge amount of memories of, like, specific ones. I remember, where's my... Oh, it's over here. Like, I have much crisper memories of this game in 05 than I do 4, but I do really love Dragon Quest 4 from, like, a conceptual standpoint. Like, even aside from the fact that, like, each of the 4 Dragon Quest games really did innovate strongly, which was something that you wouldn't expect from each successive sequel in a series for such a brand new genre, really. Like, I want to say Dragon Quest 1 was the first, what we would call a JRPG, maybe RPG in general for video games. 20 HP for Diopati, 15 MP, hell yeah. Got some good stuff going there. So Dragon Quest 1, the first JRPG as we know them today. Dragon Quest 2, I think the first JRPG with a party. I don't know if it's possible that no, I guess this would have been before that. I was going to say it's possible that Phantasy Star beat them to that, but Phantasy Star would have been like, what, 90? 91? Dragon Quest 2 would have been like 1988 or something. Dragon Quest 3, I believe, is the first one with properly customizable party members, though Final Fantasy 1, you could argue, is similarly customizable. You certainly couldn't change your party at the time. You could I don't know what term they use, but like you could ascend in Final Fantasy 1, but that was all you could do. You couldn't switch parties or sorry, not parties. Classes. No monsters. 2 treasures. All right. And then Dragon Quest IV had you fairly uniquely playing as all of your different party members separately before they converge on one another in like the, I think, 5th chapter of the game, which was a really neat thing to do. I can't think of the next game I can even think of that does that at all is like Final Fantasy VI, which would have been, God, about probably 7-ish years later. Army of speeds of various versions flying across Aliahan. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not surprised, honestly. I was gonna say, like, I've played the I played the original on the NES after I played the Game Boy Color version. I played the Game Boy Color version the most, and I definitely never experienced this bird flying this slow. It's genuinely pretty surprising how slow the bird flies on this one, the Everbird. It's like, good lord. Phantasy Star came out in 1987. Oh, okay. All right. Was Phantasy Star, was the original one on the Master System? I thought it was on the Genesis, and that I thought didn't come out till 89. But I could be horribly mistaken. It was Master System. Okay. That's why I was like, I think the version I played might have been Genesis, or I'm mistaken entirely. But that makes much more sense then. Okay, because I was like, it couldn't have been that close based off of all of that. Have I? Oh, that was the tower that we got to by going underground. I was like, how did I get to that before? We've been to there. It's also. Just want to double check. Okay, so there's a little stuff to the southeast. We'll check that island when we go up there. I think we'll check this. We'll just see it as we sail around here. I also want to recheck old secret spots because we didn't have our ability to verify if there are treasures or fiends around at the time. So there may be some that we missed that we now have the ability to manage. DQ2 same year. Dragon Quest 2 is January. Phantasy Star in December. Okay, all right, fair enough. The NES one, no phonetic accents. Yeah, the NES one, all the NES games were pre. It's such a specific flavor for Dragon Quest. There is a monster, and they're here right now. Hell yes. And there's 2 treasures as well. All right. Oh, hello. Yeah, that was definitely a thing that came about. I want to say probably Dragon Quest 7? Beaker, that's fun. Yeah, Dragon Quest 1 had a like very medieval, high English sounding kind of thing, which is why every version that came after elevating shoes, I want to say those will protect you from hazardous like floors and stuff. Every version that came after decided that Alfgard Tangetel, Castle and anything like it was going to essentially be like very highbrow, stuffy sounding English as the accent. Oop. Hey, metal. Hey. Excuse me. Oop, wait. Oh, never mind. Experience with every step, huh? Who gets to wear the bonus shoes? I'm kind of thinking it should be me, since some of my dudes are already catching up in terms of power and stuff. This is agility. Oh, this is the one that doubles my agility, right? Oh, not quite. Oh, no, that is doubles. Oh, no. Nearly doubles. Mercury's bandana does some, but not nearly as much. I think it looks like 36, which is a good amount of agility, but I could also give that to somebody else and wear the shoes. Levitating shoes, I think they were called. Unless I can't. Maybe I can't. I don't actually think I'm allowed to wear them. That's funny. Did it say? Am I miss? Oh, there they are. Oh, you know what? Elevated, not levitating. Yeah, luck up 50 is also real nice. Arguably better than the 36 agility anyway. But yeah, I think when 7 and 8 came around, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna inject some character into everybody," and now they do phonetic dialect in the text boxes and everything. So yeah, Mercury's bandana is the one that I might want to give to somebody else. For example, you wearing the agility ring. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and give you an extra 14? I guess that's true. That was still Dragon Warrior at that point. So yeah, kind of hard to tell. Like, I would have to go. I've never played 7, and I did play 8, which I think was also Dragon Warrior. Dragon Warrior. I think Dragon Warrior 8 on the PS2 was still Dragon Warrior, and it wasn't until all the remakes started happening between 8 and 9. Was 8 also Quest? Okay. Because I know that by the time the more modern remake started happening on, like, you know, the DS and all of that, they started going, yeah, they started doing Quest with those. So 8 did it also then. Okay. Hen's Tooth is lock. Yeah, I think we can leave the rest alone. Okay, cool. Cool, we got what we needed here. Excuse me. But yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if, because yeah, 8 was also when they started doing subtitles in the English version, at least. I don't know if they were always doing them in the Japanese versions, but they certainly started doing them with by the time 8 came around, because that was the Journey of the Cursed King, which is amusing because it's also, they did subtitles, but then they didn't do the alliterative stuff that they do now, which I'm kind of iffy on the alliterative subtitles. It feels a little forced. Sometimes it's very clunky too, and it's just like, oh, guys, it's okay. You don't have to. Oh, good, I can land in the forest. Wasn't sure if I was going to be allowed to do that. Japanese didn't have voice acting. Oh, that's interesting. No monsters. No treasure. Okay. And this is the one that has the downstairs thing, and I think we already went into here. This is a teleportal, I think? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we got 1 through 4 released in... It's funny that, like, Dragon Quest was much bigger in Japan than it wound up being in the US, and yet we got more original Dragon Quest games localized than we did Final Fantasy up until the PlayStation era started, and they actually started just giving us all of them. Because we got 4 of the... I think we got 4 of the first 6 Dragon Quests. I don't think we got 5 or 6 until the remakes happened. And we got 3 of the first 6 Final Fantasies. Okay, this guy's not a monster. Noted. No treasure. He lost his sack. That's right. This is the guy who lost his sack, everybody. Yeah, 2, 3, and 5 for Final Fantasy. 5 and 6. Dragon Quest. And, of course, Final Fantasy 4 and 6 were localized as Final Fantasy 2 and 3, just to further confuse the matter. Alright. I think that we did our world tour to look for monsters in to look for all the monsters in villages and things already. Once we had the I forget what the item was. The one that essentially lets us suss out monsters masquerading as humans. Oh, this is the most painful part of it for sure, is like, it's just very slow. That might be a secret spot over there. We got both of those. Let's make a pit stop over here. Yeah, I think I might have... I cannot go into my menu at this moment. Not a secret spot. Ra's Mirror, that's what it was, yes. Alright. And yeah, sadly, I cannot make the bird fly any faster. If I press the B button, we just descend. Which doesn't do much, though it did let me realize I was about to miss this one right here. No monsters. No treasure. The little island to the northeast, we have not been there yet. We might have been there by boat, but we have not been there yet during this. Yeah, that one right there. I'm going to go there as we depart from here. I think this is also a secret spot? Maybe not. Nope, just looks like one. I also don't know if I love... I don't know. It's not terrible, but the like flying up into the camera is kind of an odd piece of this also. I think we're good on secret spots around here. There are some rocks right there. So let's see. If I go down here, go into town, and immediately come out with my boat just appear. Ah, good old Reeve. Reeve was, in fact, where we spent, like, a good half an hour looking for one more monster to only have... No, it didn't work. Okay, so let's do this. This completely pointless move. I didn't play far enough into 8 to actually get... I literally only played, like, one dungeon into 8. Excuse me. I'm not sure exactly why, but it didn't really hook me at the time. One of the things that kind of frustrated me a little bit, now I probably find it a little more charming. At the time, I was annoyed by it because I hadn't played Dragon Quest much since 3 at the time that came out, and when I played the game, I was very surprised by two things. One, that the battle, the way that they visualized battles was nearly identical to how they did in 3, which was like, at that point, what, a good 10, 15 years earlier? It was a while at that point. But also, the music was fine. It was good music, but it felt really ill-fitting for a battle theme. Like, it didn't seem correct for a battle theme to sound like that. It also was very... I found the music kind of annoying after a while, especially because you have so many battles. And soon enough, I was just kind of like, okay, what do I... Something about... It was a little too bouncy and orchestral to the point where it got kind of annoying. Okay, so... I think I'm going to skip checking the bottom shrine there because I would need a boat for anything that's going to happen over there anyway. So now I think we're going to check out South America. I don't know if that right there is a secret spot. It seems a little too big to be one. But there is this raised spot right here. Did my thing just turn... Is that supposed to be red? 'Cause it sure looked like it turned gold. Okay, yeah, red. It was just like, what's happening here? Sunset. Am I lucky? No monsters. Okay. 2 treasures. I was going to say, I have not been here, so... Oh, no. Are they both invisible? Dude, don't do this to me. Oh, no. Oh, there's a barrel. Fading Jenny. Okay. Please let the other thing I find here be a little more substantial. If it's invisible, it better be a mini metal. Like... Oh, God. This is my least favorite thing to be doing in this game, is like just looking around and hoping. Okay, let's go off to the right here. We haven't looked very carefully over here. Oh! There we go. Okay. It was a mini metal too. First heard the orchestral Heavenly Flight, slightly different. Okay, nice. I do like the way that the series reincorporates older themes. I love when a series, is kind of in love with its music. Kirby does that all the time, and it's wonderful. All right, this is a little thing that we could only get to. Whoops, we can only get to with the bird. So this will be something good. I hope. Fading Jenny, Medicinal Herb, Duplicate Hat. Occasionally the wearer will, allows the wearer to occasionally cast the same spell twice in a row. Ooh. That could be nice. Oh man, Thinking Cap is really nice though. I don't think I could justify that huge of a stat drop there. Phantom Mask. Oh, you can't actually wear the duplicate hat. What about you? You cannot wear the duplicate either. Okay, well... Well, I guess that settles that then. Yeah, my worry would be if the efficacy of them would just drop off completely if both their if their wisdom stat is losing 40 like that, you know. But we'll see if we get another. If we manage to come across another, is that one right there? Words of Wisdom. Okay, there we go. I was like, is it not? That seems odd. No monsters. No treasure. Okay. Ugh, yeah. Then what's guaranteed? Oh, the duplicate? Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it just always gives you... It just always gives you double casting. Which in some circumstances would be fantastic. I suppose. Let me park myself again here shortly, and we'll take another look at it. So I think the only person who can wear it is Fisesga. So the Thinking Cap is... Well, if I take it off... Thinking Cap is providing 60 defense and 40 wisdom. Which is a lot. It's a lot. Duplicate gives me 25 defense. So, a little under half what this is giving us, and no wisdom. That's tough. No, the older gear doesn't scale. I've changed my classes around enough times that I've been a little bit anxious about getting rid of stuff. But also, we have enough money that I'm not worried. If I suddenly found myself needing cash, then yeah, I'd drop stuff. Oh my god, my hair. What the fuck? I took a shower this morning. I don't know, my hair is being a whole thing right now. But no, that's a fair enough point of like doubling our Oh, can someone else wear the thinking cap? It's just it's such a good item. I hate for it to go to waste. I think this also still does cost double. Oh yeah, we have moved well past the point where we're struggling for money. I can wear the thinking cap, but it feels wrong to take off Ortega's helm. I guess I may as well. Like, I actually am not gaining anything specific by wearing Ortega's helm, as far as I can recall. But I'm also not going to get rid... Yeah, I want to say I think that they do get... that the equipment gets better later on. So let's do that. Let's do this. That's a good enough trade, I think. Alright. Alright, there's a monster, but not right now. And one treasure as well. Oh, there we go. Holy Talisman. Alright. Let's make a day. I was going to say, I thought that it did have some natural abilities and things earlier on, but... Whoa. Yay. Oh, hey. What are you guys? Bah. Bah, bah. Ramsdale. That's a great name. I love that. Oh, that's right. Bartholomew. The double pun. Oh, man. You know, the game did slightly fuck up by stating that there were going to be more monster arenas, even though there's nowhere else. There's no places we haven't been on our world map here that have monster arenas. At least unless I'm missing something super obvious. So they slightly screwed up by yeah. Ooh, Seeds of Agility, hey. It's the only thing that's got me like, ooh, should I stop for these little glowy bits at this point? But yeah, I've tried to be good about not overtly spoiling where this game ends up in terms of like plot and like what's going on, just because I find it to be a fun twist on things. I don't know how like, I feel like there's a slight difference in terms of widespread knowledge between what this game does and, say, the, you know, oh, there's a treasure here. And like, Sephiroth killing Aerith. I'm trying to be good about saying Aerith instead of Eris, even though, oh, come on. My HDMI is acting up again. I think it's actually the HDMI switcher that's been causing issues on that front. Okay. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, it could be more well known than I'm giving it credit for. Totally possible, but I figure err on the side of caution and just, you know, let folks experience this stuff for the first time without me blabbing. This is like maybe my least favorite secret spot type to search through for items. There's a lot of space that I assume it can't be because the camera's so obstructed that it would feel wrong. But I also know that that isn't really stopping them from putting something there. Airkill Snape, yeah. Also that too, yeah. The game implies... It almost winds up implying that you should be leveling way harder in your various classes to actually get all those spells. It's kind of funny that it inadvertently does that when that's the exact opposite of what you really should be doing. Yeah, so I mean, and maybe this is a spoiler that should... I guess I won't even get into it, I guess, because Rebirth is pretty new still. But I'm very curious which parts of the original, in terms of the stuff you expect to happen, are going to still happen that way, you know? I don't know if it happens during the course of Rebirth, or if you can even line them up with any real, you know, meaningfulness anymore at that point, or if they have diverged to the point where you can't. But where the fuck could this other spot be? I'm not gonna... I am gonna move on from here in just a minute, but like, slightly bugging me that there's oh Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna look around for another like a minute or two. Just, it's irritating that the invisible ones are just kind of like, I don't know, have fun. But yeah, I guess what I'll say. So I don't know. I know roughly where Remake ends, and I don't know where Rebirth ends. So I am curious if, in the course of Rebirth, rather, if Sephiroth kills Aerith, or if they swerve that into some other thing that is much more unexpected. Like, you know, oh, here's the scene, it's happening, Sephiroth's about to kill Aerith, and he actually killed Tifa or something. I don't really expect it to be that level of whatever, but like, especially considering what Aerith means to the plot in general. But Threvnauts, that happens. Yeah, okay. I mean, even if it's kind of silly and off base to be doing what they're doing with it, I do find it fascinating from a storytelling standpoint. I can't hate on them too hard for attempting something like this, because it is a very meta take on remakes, which I find very cool. And if anything, I would far rather remakes go down that road than just you know, remake for the sake of it. Like, granted. Well, so I guess what I will say is FF7, if it was just getting remade into a similarly sized affair, I would be kind of okay with, because they're doing such a new like style with it, same as this. But if they were going to do like a huge hundreds of hours version of FF7, I would want them to make it worthwhile by doing something weird with it, which it seems like they are doing, you know. I mean, I am aware. I think it's better to not say, just because the second game is so new and some folks are going to be getting into it for the very first time. I have not played either, but I'm familiar enough with the plot to understand what they're doing in terms of the weird meta nonsense stuff that's going on. Seems like it comes off a little ham-handed at times, which, like, sure, but also, I don't know. I find it neat. Again, conceptually more than anything, but I may have a different opinion if I got my hands on it myself. But I do find the idea very fascinating. I have no idea where the hell this item could be, so we're just going to leave it. I assume, are we referring to the whispering, the weird whispering ghosts? The little phantom dudes? Because I know that that's a big piece of the puzzle. That's throughout the whole game. Okay. Then in that case, I may just not even know what you're referring to. Then, very possible that I just don't know. Is this a thing? Nope. Yeah, then I probably, if it's something specific, then I probably don't know it. Because yeah, again, I haven't actually played the game myself, so I have very limited, awareness of anything that's really going on in there. But excuse me, my God. Stamina, defense. All right. It's funny. On the one hand, my main dude here is struggling to be number one in anything, but he's also very nearly number one, if not number one, in everything, as compared to my various party members who have their specialties in assorted areas, but are not like king of any one thing. Or no, sorry, that they're not king. They're not that high up for everything the same way my main dude is. Well, plate armor, steel broadsword. I think the plate armor is pretty well outclassed by now, right? Oh yeah, big time. Okay. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around this area, though at this point it's just basically gonna be secret spots. And then we are... Is this one right here? I think it is, and I think we specifically had to come back to this one before because of something that was here at a different time. Yeah, no monsters. There is treasure left, which I suspect is going to be a hidden one that we just got frustrated about and left. We'll look around very briefly and then be on our way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mini metal, hell yeah. Okay. We're making good progress. We're actually moving through this much faster than I thought we were going to. I was worried the fly speed was going to really bog us down. And, like, it is slowing us down, but not by anywhere near as much as I was anticipating. Right, so that's the shrine. Is there anything right here? No. Some shiny spots up there. There does appear to be a secret spot right there that I think we've been to. The one that's just off the coast up here. Just want to keep an eye on this chunk of coast right here before we go up to that little plateau. Excuse me. Yeah, I think we can move on. Alright. Okie dokie. Alright, we'll do this. Seed of Agility. It's basically just a big stat boost world tour, if anything. We're getting a lot more seeds than we are anything else. Well, actually, I wanted to... The fastest way over there by boat... Excuse me. I could either sail south from Klevinburg, or I could sail west from the West African one over there. That actually might be a little faster. Actually, no. You know what's going to be the fastest? Let's land again. Let's see. Which one's it going to be here? I think that's Portoga. Yeah, Portoga. If anything, even the lighthouse might be easier. Straight on till Klevinburg. Who doesn't love boosting stats? Stat boosts are the best. Stat boosts make the world go whoosh. That rhymes. Just pretend it rhymes. We don't have to get weird about it. Okay, we're going pretty much straight west. Goodbye, Burb. Oh. Oh no, we're under attack. Whoops. What'll we do? There's so many attacks to be attacked by. How did we do it? How did we do it? Oh, I need a haircut so bad. I really don't let my hair get this long, like, ever anymore. I used to a lot. There are plenty of old videos with me with longer hair. Alright. Okay, so we want to go kind of this-ish of an angle. Should be like right around here. Yeah. I don't know if I haven't cut my own hair since college. It went okay. I just needed it to be short-ish, and I was going to clean it up later. I was not on camera quite as often at the time. Pause for my to go to hairdresser. There we go. All right. Hello, barrel right in front of me. That's a pretty good sign that we've been here before. No monsters. No treasure. Boo. Okay. Let's go to that tower. Pfeiffer Spire. Okay. Oh my god, that's still basically me coughing more or less directly into the mic. I'm so sorry. This will be a rough one to get through, but I'll do my best. Alright, we got that secret spot right there, but we also have one that's like right down here. How can there be nothing on this plateau? We've never been on here. That's weird. Huh. I guess it could just randomly spawn stuff on plateaus, but no, because I was down, because the one that I was on was this guy right on the coast, wasn't it? I think I flew away from this one. I don't think I went to this one. I might have. And I just don't remember. Entirely possible. But let's hit this secret spot. Okay. Ooh, beautiful golden hour shit going on. No monsters. No treasure. Okay. We actually have... Okay, and that connects to the other continent there. So I am going to poke my head over here, and then we're going to start going back south to get into the kind of mainland area there. Just also want to check, make sure there's not any secret spots. We got our, is that the Bering Strait? That would be between Alaska and Russia. Stamina. Strength. Alright. Actually, is this a thing also? I think it is. Yeah. No monsters. No treasure. There is a secret spot. And I can get that pretty quickly if I go from there and go southeast. So, you know what I'll do? I'll grab this thing right here. I'll warp to that, do that, and then I'll warp back down here and start cruising through the mainland. I think that'll be a pretty efficient way of tackling some of this. Yeah, very, very ethereal fairy woods kind of vibes. Also, nothing going on there. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Huh. I think we've been to this one, because I remembered futzing around in this little islandy zone before. Is this a secret spot? Okay, they're just toying with me now. Also, I may as well just... Oh, I can't zoom from midair. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, one of the ones that has nothing on it might be, like, Slime Zone. Which, if I was hungrier for XP... would be a great thing to do. I really don't need it that badly. My team is doing pretty good. Only in like the very last set of stuff did we even have to start thinking in battles. Okay, what is that? Oh, there we go. Grimland. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Excuse me. Pardon-moi. Alright, so let's hit this one down here. And then we'll go west. I'm just gonna do this. This is fine. Boink. We did it. We got them. Enemies defeated. I am actually going to pop one of these things just because I have been coughing a little bit there. Apologies in advance. I'll try not to let it affect things too much. It'll be horribly audible. Should be like right around here. There it is. Enter. Entrez-vous. No monsters. No treasure. Okay. So now we're going west. No turning back point originally. The ways Remake set up probably won't be. Yeah, I was very curious because I distinctly remembered in the original, you get in there and I don't recall if the game actually really warns you, but there's some contextual stuff where it's like, hey, are you sure about this? You know? And if I recall correctly, there was no turning back after that. This game, I have to imagine that I'm betting there's something late game or post game that lets you go back beyond the point of no return. Is my guess. I have no real frame of reference for that, but just the nature of a game having a post game, I feel like most of the time you have to be able to actually navigate around. Whoops, didn't mean to go inside. Like if Final Fantasy VIII had a post game, you would have to undo a lot of the shit that goes down right at the end of that game for that to work. Let's check from south to north. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. There is that little secret spot. Are there any obvious places that we could not get before? I see one little lifted up area over there. That's actually it, so we might not actually have that much to do over here. I do want to check secret spots, though. Oh, we have a couple item pickups. Yeah, I was going to say, I definitely remember when I played Final Fantasy VIII, I never technically finished it because my Disc 4 got corrupted. And I've told this story numerous times, and navigating from one room to another in the final dungeon took straight up, like, minutes. The struggle was so serious with the discs. And if you've played 8 and you know what the ending is, you may understand why that might be a little bit awful of an experience. So I never really finished it, but I did get there. But I definitely remember getting back to the main world map and being very bummed out because there were one or two things that I was like, oh, I can come back to this later. And it's like, oh, everything has this weird white aura going on and I can't go into anything. Well, that's a bummer. Like, they bring a lot of the potentially missable shop stuff onto your ship, but it's still kind of a bummer to be like, okay, now 99% of the world is cut off from you, and it's like, come on. Big bummer time. Ready the unavailable areas being like destroyed wrecked due to the events of that game. Yeah, that's at least a little more effort. I can at least appreciate that somewhat. At least it feels a little bit more intentional as opposed to 8, which was like, shit, man, I don't know. Here you go. It also annoyed me because, like, it's a whole ass disc. So it's not like they didn't have the space, considering the last disc of FF8 is pretty not breezy, but, like, there's not that much going on there compared to the other 3 discs. So it was like, it was irritating, I guess. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But it did bum me out that it was kind of like, without warning, your whole world is gone. It's like, ah. What do we got here? Oh, sweet. We came at the right time. Hey, birdie. May I help thee? Verily, it would be mine honor. Galahad. This, we either have 2 or even 3 of already. Arthur. Yeah. I think he's now our strongest dude. Whoop. No more monsters. 2 treasures. There's a bag. Money. Okay. Please let there be a barrel or something. Or another tree bag. Please don't make me root around in the dark. They're gonna make me root around in the dark. I mean, it doesn't have to be dark, but... Oh! Holy shit, that was lucky. Mini metal, yeah. I suppose that's fair. I need to play 9 at some point. Oh, shit. I've played even less of 9 than I have of Dragon Quest 8. I think I literally, like, got through the opening cutscenes, played for, like, an hour, and just kind of didn't come back to it. It wasn't that it was necessarily bad or anything. It just, like... I think I was borrowing the game at the time, and it just didn't quite click for me. So I have to give that another go at some point. Ooh. North of Klevinburg, there's a thing. Okay. Why don't we do that then? Let's just park ourselves. Remake on the way based on the... That would be pretty goddamn cool. But also, who the hell is going to be making a Final Fantasy IX remake if you've got Square working on Final Fantasy VII until the end of time, and you've got your Enix and Enix adjacent side of stuff working on this. So honestly, if they just remade 9 as like a one and done kind of thing, I haven't been back since shit got wrapped up. I'm gonna go outside, make it day, and then look around a little. And by since shit wrapped up, I mean I haven't been here since we've gotten the bird, which I think is the final the final advancing of the timeline here in Klevinburg. Name for its founder, the Merchant Klevin. Enjoy your visit. Hey! There is a monster nearby, but not right now. No treasure. Okay, that simplifies things. This eventide I shall undertake to give a recital. Citizens, I hereby invite you to attend. Yeah, it's just a regular priest. Oh, weapon shop. There could be some good shit in here right now. What did you find that lets you know it's in an area? Oh, it's a pair of abilities. Animal Instinct, I want to say, is one you learn as a monster wrangler, and that will let you know both. It'll let you know two things. One, is there a monster here or in an area that's part of this broader unit? And also, is it the right time of day? It'll tell you both of those things. The other one is Nose for Treasure, which I think is a thief spell. And this one will tell you how many collectible things are in the area, whether they're in treasure chests or barrels, vases, invisible. Both have been very useful. Okay, Dragon's Bane Claws, Warhammer, Fire Claws, Zombie's Bane. This looks like it might be the same set of stuff from last time, which is okay. That's fine. I was kind of hoping it would advance the store one more time, but I guess not. I don't recall this fountain being here before. I think this is new. It's going to keep getting bigger just like me. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Oh, the guy isn't here during the day. He's out here at night. That's interesting. Klevin's Mansion, please go on inside. Ah. You want me to what, really? Yes, really, I want you to run this place instead of me. Now, I'm trying to remember. I think when you get your merchant back, he's leveled up like crazy. Townspeople have already said they support your nomination. They have? Well, then I suppose it would be rude not to... All right, I'll do it. I have no idea how good at it I'll be, but I'll do my best. Thanks, I'm counting on you. I won't let you down. I've decided it's time for me to leave town. They're big enough to look after themselves now. They don't need me anymore. You wouldn't mind taking me along for an adventure or two for old time's sake, would you? Well, I won't twist your arm. I'll be at Patty's place in Aliahan if you need me. If you ever feel like you could use a hand, just come and get me. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Amazing. I have a lot of respect for Klevin. We'll look after the town. You'd be the first. There's no need to worry on that front. I cannot believe that the town Klevin and I founded has grown so much. Soon it'll be time for me to leave it to fend for itself at last. Why? Why couldn't you just stay? Ain't nobody kicking you out, man. Klevin's iron grip on the town has finally loosened a little. Now we, the people, can work together to make this place great. Oh, boy. All right. Is the jail empty? I bet... Oh, this was a jail. Oop. Not what I meant. I was going to say, yeah. There is treasure up here. Ah, right here. Gold chain. I think we've got a couple of those. Yeah. Excuse me. My cabbages! Oh yeah, this is where the conspiracy happened. Could there be something interesting in the item shop? Just holding an election between a capitalist and a communist. Oh, wow. Okay. These look exactly the same as before. Okay. And then let's go to the inn. Do they have an inn here, actually? They do. We'll stay until night, because we at least know the old guy's got something going on at night. The growth halts. Oh, interesting. Oh, whoops. Damn it. That is certainly some kind of message. Do they at least offset it by, like, well, the growth halts, but people are happier? Or anything like that? Because at least that would be, you know, that would at least have you kind of make a, you know, have a decision between the balance between the two. Which at least that also makes it a much more personal kind of decision, too, right? Like... I was going to say, hang on a second. This isn't the old guy or our buddy. That'll be 3,250 for gold coins, please. I'm paying with 4,000. Are we? All right, here's your change. 656 gold coins. Wait, is that right? Nope, that would not be right. Is this going to be a little money bag? Or maybe a mimic? Yeah, money bag. What is it? Sounds great. So the growth of the whole world depends on other towns also growing, so it'll stunt your entire game. Jeez. Jewels, nice. Oh, I didn't have one of those before. All right. Okay, well, with that, we can leave Klevinburg and head north by boat. And at some point, we should head back to Aliahan just to see... if Klevin has actually leveled up. I thought I remembered in like the Game Boy Color version that they automatically level up to like 30 or something. But they're a merchant, which means that they really are not as useful at level 30 as basically anybody else. Aside from maybe the Gadabout. Blah, blah, blah. Boink. Alright. Booyah! Alright. Oh, I'm gonna get lost looking for this thing. Oh, no, there it is. Thank God. I was like, I thought it was just straight north, but... I've also probably been to this by now, but... Here we go. There is a monster. Hell yeah, we haven't been here yet. And 2 treasures. Arf, arf, arf. Look at me, I'm a seal. Meow. Wow. Okay, that makes more sense. Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, Terra Nigma. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be fun. Prongly. Aw, cute name. Love it. Forker. You little forker. Alright. Decent bump. So 2 treasures, huh? Please do not be invisible. That would be really irritating for me to look around and find. Oh, they're totally going to be invisible. Oh, no, wait. Great. Oh, there we go. Oh, a prayer ring, a thing we haven't used once yet, and we have like 9 of by now. All right. Let's zoom. I guess let's zoom directly to Grimland again, because I don't think I actually looked at the like little lump to the right of it. And then once we clear that area, we're done with the eastern half of the world. And we can focus entirely on the Eurasian and African, hemisphere there. All right. No monsters here. Wow. 1 treasure. All right. Oh no, it's going to be hidden. This better be a damn good treasure if I got to dig for it. Oh, jeez. Oh god, yeah, more prayer rings. Oh my god. I would have figured the middle was such an obvious place for them to, like, generally stick it, but it sure seems like they've decided otherwise. Oh, you fucker. Oh, no. Yeah, they've been pretty close. That's part of why I've been, like, kind of spending a little more time at the bases of trees. Let's also check this little patch right here. Okay. Yeah, I've been spending a little more time at the bases of trees when hunting, just because they have put a lot more right there. You're totally right. Does not seem to be a uniform situation, though, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh! Oh! Oh, a blizzard blade. Oh, it's actually in a chest, too. There's a little ka-chunk noise. That's cruel. 101. Snap. Oh, okay, who else can use it? Can anybody else use it? Ho, 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 ho. Rufus can use it. Rufus, my buddy. 309 up to 323. And I can switch to the claws if I'm fighting dragons. Rufus has turned into a bit of a beefcake over here. Fuck yeah. Oh, yes. Delicious. Oh, fuck me. Delicious, delicious beefcake is what I was going to say before we were so rudely interrupted. Game. How could you do this? How could you do this to me? Why? Why could you do this to me? Wherefore could you do this to me? Oh god, more useless shit. Woo! Oh yeah, and that's just the little island thing. Is the bit of the very south there. Okay, so now the entire eastern, I guess third more than half. So let's... Oh, I can't zoom right now, right. Let's go northeast. We'll try to connect back to the Australian thing so we can get to the southern tip of Africa. And we'll kind of go up that zone, and then we'll have the middle chunk. That's all that's left. Oh, never mind. It's going to be so slow doing that. Let's zoom. Oop. Shrine of the Everbird is fine, I think. It's close enough to where we're going to be. Yeah. Also, I want to check something on that zoom list real quick. Okay, no, it is there. For some reason... Oh, did I hit a thing? Wait a minute. What did I... Oh, I changed the... excuse me, the search criteria. So I was like, why was there not anything by the Gaia's naval area? Yeah, I must have just hit the filter option. Okay, so we're going north up into this zone. Are there any obvious? There's a little lump right there. There's a lump right there. There's also a lump just inside the mountains. We're going to ignore the Necrogond spot for now because that is where we are going to be heading once we're done. But I don't want to dive in there just yet. I thought there was also... Yeah. Nope, that's fine. Alright. Hopefully some good stuff here, too. I guess I'll poke my head into the little mountainy zone before I... Come on. Fucking HDMI thing. The HDMI switcher is not that old. I don't know if it's that or the HDMI cables themselves. Okay, that wasn't great. So I may have to try switching out my HDMI cables. Because if that's not the case, I'll be very, very mad because the HDMI switcher I have had for a few months. I really have not had it for all that long. Seed of Stamina. They really love giving you junk. Yeah, the switcher is so nice. No monsters nearby. I see a chest. There's 2 things to get here. Okay. Stealth suit. Still can't wear them. Alright. Oh, thank God. I'm like, please don't be invisible. Thief's Turban. Okay. If thou must. Okay, so we go west. Because we want to pop on over to this guy. I'm less concerned about secret areas. Oh, hello. I don't know if we've actually been to this one. I'm less concerned about secret areas that we've been to later in the game than the early ones, because we didn't have those skills early enough. Nope, okay. Excuse me. We didn't have the skills necessary to actually hunt for what we needed. Is that a fucking signpost? Okay, let's do this first. Seed of Strength. Alright. Why would there be a signpost all the way out here? Okay. Okay. Doesn't look like there's much until we get north up there. Yeah, that's a shrine on the hill. Secret spot here. May as well look at it. There's also some stuff to grab over there that I don't think we could get to even with the boat. No monsters. 2 treasures. Okay, maybe we haven't been here. Suit of shell armor. 17. That's not gonna be worth putting on anybody. Interesting that this one has this like empty space where most of them don't. And money. Okay. Alright. Bada boom. Let's go grab this. I guess we probably could have gotten this with no, there's no way in here. Oh, I could have walked there. It would have been kind of a long walk, but I could have walked here. See the stamina, 2 of defense. Alright. It is nice that if you have the patience to actually navigate the map, you do get a pretty solid stat boost for your main hero. Well, I say for your main hero because I keep throwing them at myself, but for whoever you want to give them to, if you're willing to actually check everywhere. I guess I'll actually grab these little things that are visible too. Oh, there's also a secret spot that I have to imagine we did not go to. That looks just out of the way enough. Nah. Alright, so do this. Oh, boy. That thing really moves. Alright. Ooh, monster, but not now. And no treasure. Okay. I was intrigued by there's like a purple glow from the yeah, what's going on up there? Maybe that's just fog that's doing like I was just doing a sunset kind of thing. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba. Yes, alright, what we got here? Oh, hello, big monkey. Big monkey. Ook. Ook. Joe. Is that a reference to Mighty Joe Young? That'd be wild if so, because King Strong also a Big Ape movie. So very possible. Oh, Mighty Joe Young, it's a bad gorilla movie from like Jesus, the 90s? What would the last one be? What would the last one be? So there's Dunstan checks in, but Dunstan was an orangutan. I don't know what the gorilla from Congo was called. Oh god. I think there was one, either the movie was called Buddy or the gorilla was called Buddy. I don't remember the name of the movie. I remember my uncle was in it, but I don't remember the name of the movie. He played a cop. Curious George, that'd be an interesting one because he's a chimpanzee, but it's certainly a possibility. Excuse me, juicy. Seed of strength. Okay. But yeah, George is definitely a possibility, especially if they wanted to do the double thing of Curious George and George of the Jungle. I'm trying to think of more movie gorillas. I can't think of any more off the top of my head. Okay. I guess we'll just fly it down. That's fine. Zarude. Zarude is a Pokemon, right? I think it's one of the ones. I think it's one of the ones that we haven't actually run across in any of our things. If I'm I actually don't even know what generation that's from. I guess it's not 9. Prim's Primer, Loving Living, Garish Garb, Gold Chain, Ruby Wristband. Interesting stuff there. Was it from... my best guess off the top of my head would have been like either Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield. Star of the current final Pokemon movie made. It's number 23? 3 treasures, damn. Oh, all right. Oh, look, a prayer ring. Check it out, everybody. We got a prayer ring. Wow. Tarzan been retold, but Ash is there. Oh, great. See the defense. All right. Wait, but N is already Tarzan in some ways. I guess less so. I feel like N is closer to like... What would N be closer to? Because Tarzan and the Jungle Book both have very similar raised by wild animals, raised by wild jungle animals kind of stuff there. Rudyard Kipling did the Jungle Book and Burroughs did Tarzan, right? I never believed he was a Pokemon, though. That's true. It's actually, in some ways, it's a little surprising that he never believed he was a Pokemon, considering he was raised by Pokemon. And feels more Dr. Dolittle. Ooh. Okay, I could kind of see that. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Huh. Money, money, money. All right. Honestly, I can't wait to get into Black and White, if only because even though I feel like everybody more or less knows the story behind Black and White, I find N to be such a fascinating character. One of the more interesting characters in the entire franchise, in my opinion. And also, like, in some ways... a bit of a... Ooh, that's a really good haul. In some ways, a bit of a tragic character, really. I feel like he gets used pretty badly. There is a monster, and they're here right now. Hell yeah. 2 treasures. So dark. Oh, hello. Hey, a Mimic dude. And then Lily. Lily also has a lot. I like Lily. She's got a lot of depth to her. It's not very present at the start. Famine. Nice. Oh, the other one was called Death, so I guess we're just going Horseman. All right. Yeah, Lily is up there for sure. I'm a little bummed in some ways. I know enough about how Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon rewrite the plot in terms of what they do with some of the characters. And I feel like they kind of do Lily dirty by rewriting Lusamine. Because I think that she's a much more interesting character and also... oh my god, what is her brother's name? I cannot remember... I cannot remember Lily's brother's name. Gladion, yeah. Both of them, I think, are much more interesting characters without the rewrites to Lusamine. I think Lusamine being rewritten as a significantly... I mean, it feels to me significantly more sympathetic light kind of really does that character development that everybody got kind of dirty. Change for How, getting much needed love. This is we got that taste wheel. Yeah, not to mention, I feel like Hop... My God. I feel like Hop kind of got the shit end of the stick for a couple of reasons. One, he is, just by virtue of him being literally in the games, how reskinned only barely. But also, we've gotten enough complicated sibling characters. Also, Hop was kind of a little more thin on characterization, in my opinion, but whereas... Interesting. Okay, no, that was the platform we were just on. All right. I'm going to leave this chunk for after. We're going to kind of focus on Africa. I guess we kind of did all of the African continent now. We're going to kind of sweep up here and stay to the west side of these mountains. Yeah. Oh my God, my hair is like... What is happening here? What is that? What is going on? I might grab my hat just because my hair is on a mission to look as silly as fucking possible. This one's always good too. It looks like the world's worst comb over. Like I'm just... Or I guess this way. Just like, let's make the forehead as huge as possible. Whatever. I'll get a haircut. It'll be fine. Lily got done dirty exchange for How, getting much needed love. Yeah, How, I thought, had some interesting characterization to him. Not like... He was okay. I think that it was nice to have a rival who was, like, actually excited to be there. The last time before that we really got that... I guess that's not true. I was going to say it's the first time in a while that was the case. But X and Y, you had, like... Everybody was happy to be there, at least for a while. They got a little more fleshed out as time went on, but too many main characters in that one. Too many main characters in X and Y. In a game that I otherwise really, really like, X and Y had too many focal characters. But I thought that How was pretty cool in terms of like getting a little more singular attention while also being like actually pumped to be there and do stuff. It was nice to have him there. Hop had a good arc. It was just hard for people to tolerate. The similarities. He got done dirty by being way too similar to How, both in terms of just as a character, but also literally just reusing the same like design for the most part and skeleton and animations. He really didn't get a chance to flourish there. And also, I think we all kind of can agree that Sword and Shield was the Pokemon franchise at its laziest in terms of actually taking the time to craft an experience. Because literally, oh man, we're going to have this really emotional moment. Hop is feeling like he just doesn't matter and that everybody's kind of leaving him behind and all this stuff. And the way that we're going to emote this is by having him look away from the camera because we didn't actually give him any additional facial expressions. And it's like, what are you doing, guys? You really didn't even have to work that hard. It didn't have to be that complicated of a thing. You just had to make him look kind of pensive, and you'd have been fine. Alter's story focuses more on him not taking things seriously enough with the island challenge, and then serious things that happen during that plot. Okay. Just can't accept being weak when it matters that you're strong for the sake of helping other people. The idea of behind the... Okay, interesting. All right. No monsters. See a barrel. 3 treasures. Okay. Oh, hello. I went back down to that spot down south. Strange thing was gone. Did I... What? Did I not look at anything when I was here? If I've met this guy, or maybe I didn't meet this guy and I just already did the thing that he's talking about. But how the fuck could I have not been here? Mini metal. There's some boulders down there. Oh. Alright, and dragon scale. Okay. Huh. It's one of the things I'm actually kind of looking forward to in Heart Gold and Soul Silver is Silver, or whatever you choose to name him, actually does have, like, it's not It's not super like it's not. You don't get as much of the like squeezed out, we'll say, emotion that later games would do, but you definitely do get an arc with him in terms of, like, by the time you're properly done with him, he does seem to actually be giving at least somewhat of a care about his Pokemon, as compared to the beginning when he couldn't give less of a shit and is, like, openly boastful about Pokemon just being tools. Silver is a character that would have actually been kind of interesting to see revisited in Black and White, actually. For a couple reasons, both by virtue of who he is, like, as a character beyond just your rival from that game, but, like, you know, things that you actually have to have either done an event or looked up a wiki to know for sure. Between that, making an interesting parallel to what's going on with Team Plasma, but also just as someone who's kind of gone through the ringer with some of that and has at least somewhat more respect for Pokemon by the end of it, which puts him firmly in between what N thinks and what Getsus thinks. Pokemon Silver was the first Pokemon game I ever played, and the first fighting in Silver he shows up as question marks. I asked for her name. I typed in question marks. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, no. That makes perfect sense, too, for a kid being like, well, what was his name? You go, well, this is all I knew him as. It's not clear that the game is asking you to name him. That's very funny. Bronze knives, money, Staff of Resurrection. Let's give that to somebody. Let's give it to the two folks who can't revive anyone. I think Rufus being the strongest. There we go. Let's also transfer this one to Diopati. There we go. Now everybody has at least some means of attempting to revive the rest of the party. I think that's an important thing for everybody to have. All right, we've already checked out kind of this area, so let's go up the coast. We'll check the left side. We'll kind of do the middle. This part's going to be a little bit awkward. We also have some stuff in the mountains to look at. We'll do our best. All right. So the passerby boy thing in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Yeah, that's true. My name is... I think he does, yeah. I want to say he actually says out loud, my name is blah, with the idea being that... Yeah, that it's a weird way to have presented that, because, yeah, it's so easy for a kid to be like, well, he said his name was question marks, so... I guess that's his name. Or it's like something like Gino, where they say it, but you don't understand what they're saying. Or something. It certainly is likelier to make sense to someone who played Red and Blue, where you do name your rival at the start of the game, and where in Gold and Silver and Crystal, you don't. Like, you're not prompted to at the very, very start. Okay, I just want to check. Okay, so now we've gotten basically everything up to the mountains here, so I'm going to swing across the British Isles. I love the pedantry of how many different ways you can refer to the various components, we'll say, in combination with each other in the collection of islands north of Spain, we'll say. Between... I'm actually going to sail to that, too. Between Great Britain, the UK, the British Isles, England. I recall there being some short way to refer to Ireland and Northern Ireland that isn't offensive to one or both of them, but I don't recall which. Maybe, I don't know, Emerald Isles or something. Or the Emerald Isle, rather. Like, maybe. I don't know. I've seen literally someone take a map and draw different colored rectangles around the chunks that all have the various collective names, because if you get it wrong, then rightfully so, somebody will be upset by that. Someone from Ireland definitely does not want to be considered part of the UK. Nor part of... Ireland. Someone from Scotland definitely doesn't want to be called English. They especially do not want to be called English, in fact. They barely want to be called British. The United Kingdom of Britain and Northern Ireland. That is the usual one, but there is a longer version of that. Because I want to say there is a version of the title that is like the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Great Britain, Northern Ireland, and Wales. Sometimes Scotland is or isn't included in that title. I think there's one that includes all of those, and I think there's a gargantuan long one that includes like Commonwealth stuff as well. There's a lot of silly ass titles for the damn country / collection of countries. I guess it would be a I guess it is a kingdom. I was going to say, what would be a good term for that? Because I was thinking like a federation kind of thing. It's like, no, there's already a name for that. It's just a kingdom. So this is an actual place. Oh, yeah, the fairy village. Is there anybody that's left here? Okay. I haven't talked to the fairy queen lately. She might actually have warmed up to us. Figure I may as well look just in case. Because you never really know. Hey, horse. Oh, yeah, the shops didn't sell to us before either. I wonder if that'll change. Thank you. I'm grateful for your help, but I have to follow the fairy rules. And the fairy rules say that you have to leave. If you don't, there will only be another tragedy. All right. Oh, I'm an idiot. I think if you use the mod rod, one of the options is you turn into fairies, and everyone here is nice to you. Yeah. Whoops. So actual utility that we have missed forever. That's my bad. Bit of a bummer, but yeah, just go to the guy and be like, hey, I could have sworn that there actually was a way for you to get the mod rod back. I might go to Grimland and bother that guy just to see. Not right this second, but I may do that before we progress. There's a thing right there. I guess we never... I guess these things also do respawn, so... Oh, there is also a thing up there for secret spot. Seat of defense and 2 of luck. Alright. No! Alright, Deopatty gets 1. You get 1, Deopatty. That's all you're getting. That was a huge misclick on my part. Oops. Second mod rod. Okay, that's fair. God, I'm trying not to be super gross. I apologize that I'm completely failing at that. Okay, not at the moment. And it's sunset, which is good news for us because sunset's the most annoying time to be anywhere. All right. I was going to say, Dragon Quest games, generally speaking, are pretty good about not letting you miss stuff forever. Final Fantasy games tend to be a little bit more blunt about it. And one of you guys, a little bunicorn. Pew pew. Don't be named Hornbert. Just a shout out. If you're named Hornbert, don't be named Hornbert. Some advice. Just some advice from me to you. It's for free. You get that for free. You don't even have to subscribe for that. I'll just give that one to you. Boo, 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 boo. Alright, so I want to... Oh, I can get there very easily from up there, too. That's great. Okay, so we're going to land. I want to go up there. Don't be named Hornbert as a stream title for anyone that... Alrighty. That's the Everbird Shrine right there. We're going to sail south. And we will cruise on into that secret spot. Oh, of course, the fucking ship's on there. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go to one of those. Oh my god. Which fucking one are you? There we go. Underground Lake. This will be faster than sailing around the Antarctic continent. Yeah. We're almost there. We're about 2/3 of the way through, maybe 3/4. So I think there's a decent chance we may actually head to Baramos tonight. Which I wasn't anticipating, but we are kind of getting through it pretty well. No monsters. 4 treasures, though. Okay. Oop. Antidotal herb. Special medicine. You're not really wowing me so far here. Chimera wing. Okay. Okay, so we've done all the north stuff, so let's go to Romaria, and we'll kind of check the rest of that, and then we've kind of got that central continent left to go. And we do have at least 2 stops in actual, I think actually 3 stops in actual places that we couldn't get to before. So that should be very interesting. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Okay. So now we want to head kind of straight up, but I am going to check this little chunk right here, too. Alright, nothing really obvious at the very least. There is that one tree up there that might be a secret spot, though. Which will stop here. We'll see what time it is when we wrap stuff up, because it'd be cool to, no monsters, no treasure. But there are these people, and we've definitely talked to them. Okay, no, these are the people who are like, hey, there's a bunch of secret spots. And it's like, yep. Also, if the Necrogon dungeon is probably going to be pretty sizable, too. So, depending on the time, because I was just like, it'd be cool for that to be the closing thing of a stream rather than the opening of another one. Whoops. I don't know if that's a secret spot right here on my right. I am going to poke my head in just in case. That's the thing, yeah. Like, it's going to be It's probably going to be a downside. We probably won't do it tonight. We'll do basically everything else that we can, including we should stop at the mini metal place again. No monsters. No treasure. Okay. Right. Ooh, secret spot and a thing. Let's get in here while it's sunset. No monsters nearby. Okay. 2 treasures. Hey! Words of wisdom. Holy shit. Okay. Ooh. Oh, boy. Ooh. Also, who left that there? Yeah, good question. See, on the one hand, I feel like... Oh, man. That's a tough call. So Words of Wisdom allows us to reclass someone as a sage. They would have to start from level 1, but they would gain levels very quickly, so we wouldn't be too burdened by that. 2 problems. 1, the one that I would probably want to reclass at this point would be Diopati, because I think that they would gain the most benefit from both a bunch of spells and moving into a more, like, I don't know, because they were a... What was Diopati at the start? I think Diopati was... Oh, Diopati started as a mage, so actually they would not get all that many new spells. No monsters. No treasure. Rufus is settling into a warrior class really well. And I don't know if, like, he'd keep half of his hit points and then re-level in a different way. So he'd be a beefier sage than normal. But he'd lose some of that advantage that he currently has. Huh. It's also... Wait until you get to the 40s and have every learned ability recruited every month. That's the thing. Having a monster wrangler makes wrangling monsters automatic, which is huge, as opposed to futzing about and figuring out how any of them are going to work. 1 treasure, 1 monster. Oh, hello. The other big problem is Boris. Nice. The other big issue is we're about to go fight Baramos. There's really not a lot in the way of time before we have a huge fight to deal with. So I definitely don't want to be leveling someone down to 1 and then forcing them to level up in Baramos's castle, dungeon, whatever you want to call it. Like, that would be pretty painful. So I guess I'm going to hang on to it for now. I assume that Monty has rewards at various stages and up until, I'm sure, like, the last reward is, I'm guessing, for getting all of them. Which I would have to imagine is at least a number that will be kind of clear. Oh, damn you. I might have to hang on to it for a little while. Do we know when the warrior and monster wrangler get their final skills? Because that would at least give me a vague idea as to when there's not like a huge loss for bailing on those. I don't think we're going to be doing it until after we've beaten Baramos, though. Early 40s? Okay. Okay, before I go into the center of this... I might not actually be able to go into the center of this. Oh, is this actually where... I might be once again kind of misremembering how a few pieces of this fit together. There's a thing right there. We absolutely have gone to that one, though. Yeah, this might be something that we can't actually do until after we've beaten Baramos. And I think this is kind of our transition into Act 3. Yes, the Gadabout does... Like, Gadabout is one... It's an exercise in patience, and if you're willing to deal with the bullshit, the rewards are very, very nice. Being able to seamlessly... I guess that's the thing. If you want sages but you don't have words of wisdom, I'm pretty sure that Gadabouts can automatically become sages without any additional help. Hustle Dance, 0... Oh, my God. And the best part, too, is you get those skills and you never lose them once you have them. So you can put up with that and then go to anything else. Then you can have a warrior with a multi-heal that is free. But it does require the patience of actually getting there. And I know that I mentioned this earlier on, too. Gadabouts are very frustrating because they are functionally the equivalent of overleveled trade Pokemon. Actually, worse, come to think of it. I don't think Gadabouts will ever do exactly what you tell them to do. I don't remember if it is 100% of the time or if it's just a very high percentage of the time, but they will very frequently just ignore you and do other shit. And the other shit that they do is often just nothing. They will goof around, do some unrelated thing, and waste your turn. So they are actively a hindrance if you have them in your party. Okay. So I went up that way. I haven't really... I think I did look at this spot, though I will poke my head down there again just in case. It's a magical might buff you saw in that one boss fight. Gotcha. That's the big beef. That's good shit. That might be... There we go. But that also requires 45 levels of Gadabout. At the very least, it wouldn't be the worst if it was your, like, second or even third class, because you level up much, much faster through most of that. Okay. I think yes, we did that. We haven't... Yeah, let's go all the way down. Actually, I guess we may as well... You can see what we're doing as we make our way down here. Some stuff in the water. All right, we're going to go into the rainforest last here. Okay. There's late 40s. They get an AoE attack, just a hard-hitting single target attack as well. Somewhat close to learning Sword Dance, which is 4 hits. Yeah, I think with how hard we've been going on finding fiends to bring in, I think Monster Pylon is still going to be our best multi-hit attack that hits 4 or fewer targets. For more than 4 targets, there are other options that are better, like the Boulder Hurl one is probably actually mathematically better if we have 5 or more dudes to fight. I can't tell if there's a... That might be a secret spot. Probably not, though. Nope. Okay. We did hit that. We can't get that. Okay. So coming down here, we got two sides of the lake there. We do have that little thing that we need to get into. And I think that's our last mountain thing to go check out. Check this real quick. Nope. 44, which is... Oh, Cold Breath. Yeah, Cold Breath is pretty rad. That actually might be pretty solid to make sure we get our hands on. Excuse me. Moonward bulbs. Get your moonward bulbs here. All right. Eek. Such a claustrophobic little space. It'd be nice when I can have a proper desk-based streaming thing set up again. Getting there, but... Oh, yeah. Puff. Puff is a rad one. Puff is great if you're like, we just got to do damage. Just get in there, do damage, who cares, go. No monsters. 5 treasures, jeez, okay. Leather hat. Boxer shorts. Couple bucks. Seed of Wisdom, okay. Where is the last thing? It's got to be like a mini medal. If I can't find it in the next, like, 30 seconds, I'm at least going to go make it day, because searching at night is, like, a pain in the ass. Well, these were the two that I already looked in. Oh! Thinking cap. Another thinking cap. Oh my god. Alright. Those things are so good. If I wind up with a second sage, they're absolutely getting a thinking cap. Okay. Heading south. Did I go to that right there? Yeah, I would have. Right. Is there anything further down before I land here? No. All right. Okay. All right. Then we go east. So we're going off to this kind of corner. We start kind of moving north from there. It's just such a messy... There's so much stuff to kind of look at here. Getting there, though. Ooh, some stuff right there. Is there anything important south before we go there? Oh, all right. Ooh, Seeds of Agility. Okay. I don't think there's anything up there. It doesn't look like there's anything at the top. Yeah. Is this a thing? Okay, no. Okay. Let's also just check on this little patch of trees, because it might be something. It's funny, the trees look like they might actually be like literal photographs of trees that have been like rotoscoped down to like sprite size. It wouldn't entirely surprise me because you really don't need the trees to be like fully three-dimensional or anything. They do look to be a little more involved than just sprites, but yeah. No monsters. No treasure. I do wonder if there will be something in this game that gives you at least a slightly easier time of finding like mini medals or locating hidden treasures or anything like that. Be nice if there were, but let's go up and in first, and then we'll come back down and do the very east chunk of everything here. I think that lone tree right at the bottom of the river is an area. We also have that little stuff near there. I mean, a mini map. Oh my god, yeah, exactly. Took me a second to realize the joke. I got there. I figured it out. Oh god. Okay, so not really anything there. But yes, a mini map would be magical. It really does feel like something that they would use. I hope that they literally use that as a name. Oh, is there not actually a location here? I was expecting like an actual spot to enter. Oh well, that's fine. Seed of Strength, copy of the Champion's Code. Oh, we already have some of that. Paragon Personify, okay. Excuse me. Alright. Well, it does simplify things somewhat. I think that tree might be a secret spot. Does look like one. Nice. No monsters. No treasure. Okay. Okay. There's this little pit that I don't think we've gone into, but that also doesn't seem to contain anything. This might be a little monster zone. All right, let's keep an eye on the Jipong-ese Islands, I guess we'd have to call them. The Jipongian Islands? The Jipongo Islands? I don't know. Monsters. No treasure. Time to go. Roppongi. Shit, what is that from that's so familiar? Was that from 11? Or was that a different thing entirely? What was one to the left? This one I know we fucked around with a bunch, but it'll be good to just be clear with it. Is that a real thing? Roppongi. Oh, you're right. Roppongi Hills. And Roppongi is a district in Japan. So there we go. I might be mixing up with another thing. Who knows? It's funny. I vaguely remember. I mean, so we did Dragon Quest XI, I think 5.5 years ago. Maybe even close to 6 at this point. And I distinctly remember... A lot of money, leather cape. Oh, that's not a secret spot. Okay. Yeah, I know. It was much longer in the past than I thought it was when I was looking up the my reaction to the end of that game. What was I going to say? Okay, we did do that. I'm trying to remember if 11 also used a very Earth-like world map in terms of like real and real-ish locations and things. Because I thought I remembered, because a lot of the locations in the game also had very clear analogs to like real-world locations and like dialects and things too. Hello? A lot of money. Staff of Resurrection. Hey. Very cool. An Elfin Elixir. I guess I'll give the third one to Fesezga. No, do not equip. So now... I mean, everybody already could do some resurrection, but now Fesezga has a way of doing it without using MP. It's about the start of the pandemic. And yeah, I was thinking about that recently. Was that we're about, I think, 9 or so weeks from the 5-year anniversary of like all the lockdowns beginning. And I was like, fuck, that really sucks. That's a painful brand of information to have. Right. Yeah, right. It's felt like forever ago for such a long time. It was simultaneously always there and so long ago for years at the same time. Two more things here. Do I have 2 invisible things to find, game? Don't be that. Don't be like that to me. Oh, that's so rude, game. Let's check around the back. Oh. Snooze stick. Okay. I think we're beyond the point of the game where that's going to get the most utility, but still, not the worst thing. Ooh. Vanishing Bell. Okay. But yeah, I recall 11's world map also being fairly Earth-like. In fact, wait a minute. I'm trying to remember the name of the Scandinavian country in 11. I don't think it was also called Norvik, was it? I think it was, because that's where Erdrick is from. I don't remember. No? Okay. Then perhaps I'm misremembering then. I do recall making some comments about the various world accents that they were going with for different areas too, but yeah, I guess that's not very Earth-like. Yeah, I can't even find like a good actually, you know what it looks like? It's a little bit warped, but if you rotate it counterclockwise, so 90 degrees to your left, it actually does a little bit look like the map from this game. Where the north, which would then become the west, is the same as the north and west from here. Not exactly the same, obviously, and there's different climates and things, so it's really a bare bones thing, but because I thought I remembered that the areas in terms of how they were treating like the accents and dialects they were going with was fairly relative to where real world locations would end up with that rotation, but I could be misremembering horribly. Also, hello nobody. Whoa, that tree dithered in very ungracefully. Yeah, I am probably just like horribly misremembering a whole bunch of shit for that, but but yeah, we're coming down to the end of the Everbird World Tour. We are nearing the end. So I'm gonna check these two plateaus real quick. Excuse me. I did that one as well. Pretty sure we already did this one. Excuse me, my God. I am gonna hit up this little sparkly thing right here. Oh, come on. Oop. There we go. Tower Transcendence. Okay. Nothing too special there. Excuse me. Okay, let's sail over the vast rainforest-like expanse, because we really didn't look at this place pretty much at all other than the guided tour that we took. Right. And now we can do it without the risk of battles, so... Alright, so we got some shiny stuff to the north. Ooh, we own right here. Seeds of Life. Okay. Okay. Your little plateau-y thing up here. Something right there. Full moon ring, dragon scale, ruby wristband. Alright. No monsters. 3 treasures. Oh, at least 2 of them are out in the open. Aerofoil earrings. Tempest shield. I think we already have that on somebody. Yeah, Tempest shield. Protects against explosives, but this protects against offensive magic, which honestly, I feel like we're going to be hitting that much, much more often. I guess I can put it in my bag. So that's 2, which means there's 1 more kicking around. Oh boy, my favorite part. Hunting aimlessly. Let's check this bush real quick. Just... Oh no, that's the chest that's doing that. Okay. I would love any item or equipment that would make this a little bit more bearable. Because this is always a little rough. Bush League. Wah, 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 wah. I wouldn't even bother doing this if it weren't for the fact that they keep hiding mini medals like this. And I would love to get them all if I could. Excuse me. You know what I can do? At least do that. Yeah, no. I think in the Game Boy Color version you technically could if you kept playing the board game over and over again. I forget if they were limited through that or not. Yeah, I might have to bail on this pretty shortly. Oh! What are even the odds of that? Well, we got it. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got a thing over here. Seed of magic. Okay. I guess that's true. The odds were 100%. Okay, interesting. We got this. Oh, we got an abracadabricus. Or sorry, abracadabacus. An epic apron. Those are both pretty fucking good things to be having out here. I'm a little bit bummed that we missed out on that. Yeah, you already have one of those. I don't think anybody can use the abracadabacus. I think you have to be a merchant for that. There's this spot that is a secret. Getting mini medals is part of its never-ending post-game. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, that's right, because you got a free Yggdrasil leaf from that. I guess to be fair, if the designers of Dragon Quest XI made their world map look too much like the world map from 3, or even like it at all, there's a very high chance... Hello! There's a very high chance that that folks would have realized it was the same game world, especially in Japan. Right, flame thing. God, I'm stupid. Okay. Alright. I got 5 of them so far? Okay, 5 of them stuck around. That's fine. We've got a couple hits. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. All right. God, so many of them are... Okay, good. I'm like, so many of them are so close to dead. Okay, they seem to be sticking around, though. All right, 1 left. Oh, my God. I think all 3 of them are now in the red. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh, boy, that's close. The close? Close. Okay. Do that. You can do the monster pylon. Yes. Yes, metal slimes, unless you can land a critical hit, they will only take 1 hit point of damage at a time. I kind of wanted Rufus to be alive. Thanks, game, for ordering those that way. I know. Not a crazy amount of experience, but, like, come on. Crackle and click. What is click? Opens locked doors. What fucking universe does anyone live in where they get a sage to the mid-30s before they have all 3 keys? That requires you to get to All Trades Abbey and a lot of time. Oop. Yeah, that's going to be nice. There we go. That's fine. Stamina and luck. All right. Actually, wait a second. Yeah, I got Crackle. Where the hell... Why was that not on my list there? That was Crackle, but not Crackle. Was I on Dio? Alright. Hell, let's just try it here for the hell of it. Nice. Or not. Oh, whoops. Nope. Okay. That might be about it. I think that is everything. So let's do a couple things here. First of all, yeah, you need a diamond, Rufus. What, 2? You got 1. I got 1. Dio's got 1. That's fine. Okay. So let's warp to Aliahan. Because I want to go to the mini metal thing. I also want to check in on Klevin. Because I am curious if Klevin has leveled up as a merchant. View roster. Nope, he's still level 1. Jesus. That seems kind of silly to me. I feel like by having your merchant be such a major part of the story, like, you have to do that to get one of the orbs. Later, Razorwolf. Have a good one. Apparently, Klevin did not grow at all as a merchant from those experiences, which is so silly. Very, very silly. Alright, let's stop in on the mini-metal stuff. Out of curiosity. Oh, we don't even have the option to check our missions because we only have one. Find Baramos' lair. Oh, do we have exactly 70 right now? That's perfect. Flame Tang Boomerang, which we already have, which I need to re-equip. Mercury's Bandana. Hilarious. Scourge Whip at 75. Doesn't this go into like the 200s or something? Oh, 110. Okay. So we're down to here. All right. Got some decent looking stuff coming up there. Yeah, the Meteorite Bracer is the one that's doubling our base agility. Okay. And before we sign off, I think we're going to go back to our house and sleep. And then when we come back tomorrow, we will take on Baramos. I don't think there's anything else that's standing between us and the big fight. I think we've done everything that we're capable of doing right now. Good night, children. I keep forgetting that we're all supposed to be like teenagers. Or I guess I'm a teenager and some of them are allowed to be much older, considering there's like wizards with big beards and stuff. It's kind of an odd thing I didn't really think about. Let's go upstairs. It's like a Pokemon game. We haven't talked to you in a while. Ortega was real hero material, you know. Your father was something special, and his father before him. You've a lot to live up to. Don't let your grandfather down. No monsters. No treasures. All right, well, I think this is where we're going to call it for today. And when we come back tomorrow, we're going to be heading off to Baramos. We're going to be fighting the big man himself. And then who knows what could happen. I don't, do you? I'll be honest, I don't remember how brisk the pacing gets after that. So it'll be interesting running into it and seeing what happens there. I want to say that we get slowed down a little bit, we'll say. But that's fine. I'll catch you later. Thank you guys for stopping in. I'm going to be doing this tomorrow. I don't know if Jeff is planning on doing an Indo on Thursday. There's a decent chance that I'll do another stream either Thursday or Friday, depending on what he's doing for that. Sunday, I believe there's more Hexen and Cult of the Lamb. And then Monday of next week, I might be joining in on some Robotnik Ring Racers. We will see. But I'll certainly be doing this later in the week. Or Monday if stuff it doesn't happen there. So we'll see you then. Have a good one, and bye.